where if you turn this to app, Bluetooth your phone up to it, you can then control everything this panel while you're sat down there rather than getting up and touching the panel.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So I think it is fantastic. I'll leave it on manual for now.
Yeah.
Just for the demonstration.
Yeah.
If you want afterwards, we can get your app out. I'll hook it up for you.
Yeah.
And I'll just show you the basics that we can show you now before you're registered.
Yeah, 'cause I've got it on my phone and I've got it on the iPad.
Yeah, oh, fantastic, fantastic. So I'll just leave this on manual. Exit settings just takes me out. So, done heating settings. So that's just where you change it from the app or timer. System settings now. So I'll push the in arrow again. First thing is just the clock. So you set your time, your day, your date, your month and your year.
Yeah.
Key beep, so if you want it to beep every time you press it or not. Yeah. Backlight is the time that this screen stays lit in the middle.
Yeah.
LED time is the time these little blue lights stay lit. Then we've got tank alarms. Now all it is if you ever disconnect your battery, that tank alarm will switch itself back on. It's an automatic feature. So when I powered this up this morning, it's beeping at me telling me your tank's empty. Well, it is empty.
Yeah, because
it hasn't got a tank.
Yeah, yeah.
And all it is the Sargent systems are set up to run vans with tanks or without. So all you need to do is just go to tank alarms, hit the across arrow and you can switch it on or off. Then Bluetooth pair. So this is where you'll hook your phone up now.
Yeah.
Via the Bluetooth, but I'll talk more about that afterwards. Yeah. And then obviously Bluetooth delete if you want to delete any of your
when
phones.
my arm's not aching.
Yeah, I know, I know. I'll breeze through the rest.
The thing is, as you say, you're not going to go through everything because there's so much, but we've got the book to read and we didn't bring a telly anyway, so I've got something to read.
So I'll just breeze through the rest. Sargent is just letting us know which control panel it is. Leisure battery charging, again, it's just telling us the battery charge. Vehicle battery, obviously if there was a car parked in it, it would tell us there. Solar panel, so this is telling us what power that's going back in the battery. Obviously nothing because it's got nothing to do.
Yeah.
Then battery select, if you did want to change over from leisure battery to vehicle battery, but in this modern day and age, there isn't really any
I don't think I've ever done that.
No. AC limit, now this is quite a good one. This is where you can set, if you're on a site where you're tripping the electrics constantly outside, you can set an AC limit in here. So you can limit the ampage that the van pulls off. And all it is say you switch your kettle on, and it's the system's thinking, oh, hang on a minute, they're all of a sudden asking for lots of electric. What it'll simply do is switch your heating off. So it switched the heating off, so then it allows you to boil your kettle. Then when the kettle's finished boiling and it's not asking for that electric pump, it switches your heating back on. So it's a nice feature, rather than every time you switch your kettle on or anything, you're outside and tripping the fence back up. So that's a good, lovely feature.
It's a nice feature.
Yeah, then we've got internal temperature. If I push the in arrow now, it'll change it to humidity, external temperature. So you've got your features there as well. Yeah. And then we're back to dimmer level there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy with that? I know it's a lot of information. As I say, well, once I've finished the demonstration, we'll get your app out and I'll show you the basics so you can start having a
play with it. It's not far off that car, don't worry about
it. So the next one is your Aldi panel. I don't know if you want to listen to this one. You ready for your heating? So what it is with the Aldi system is it's central heating. As you feel, it's amazing. And all it is virtually the whole outside of your van is a giant radiator.
Yeah.
It's full of antifreeze, so you don't have to drain your heating system as such. It's good for about -20, so...
Wow, blimey, that.
Yeah, it's a fantastic system. And it's so easy. Top one is just your thermostat. Same as in your house, it's just plus or minus whatever temperature you want your heating on.
Yeah.
And obviously once it drops below that, your heating system will automatically kick in. Next one up is your hot water. That's your hot water off. First one is your hot water on. The second one is your hot water boost. Right. Now, all it is on your hot water boost, so if you're both planning on having showers, and say the lovely lady here has been in the shower a little bit long and maybe nicked all the hot water, if you switch your hot water on to boost, what that will do is override your heating system and put all its power into your hot water. So it speeds up the time that hot water tank will reheat. Because you've just got to remember, you've still only got a 10-litre hot water tank. So once you've used all that hot water, it will run cold until you give it some time for that tank to heat back up. What it is when you're on boost, as I say, it overrides your central heating. So you just got to remember when you finish with the water boost, it's just to knock it back down to normal for your water. Otherwise you won't have no central heating on, because it's just putting all its power into you're boosting up your hot water. Okay?
Yep.
So next one's down, power select now. So this is your electric, that's electric off, and then it goes 1 kilowatts, 2 kilowatts or 3 kilowatts. And all that is the more electric you send to it, the faster your system will heat up. It'll work perfectly fine on 1 kilowatts, but the only difference is it'll take longer for it to get up to temperature, where obviously the more power you send to it, the faster it'll heat up.
Probably in the summer you're not going to need it as much.
No, in the summer you'll probably be fine with 1 kilowatts.
Yeah.
And then if you're even on a site where the electrics are a bit iffy, you can simply run with the electric off and just run on the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got that option there if you need to. And for the gas, it's just when it's green is on, when it's blue
It's off.
gas off.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as that. And it will come up on the screen to let you know if the gas has failed or anything. And all you simply need to do is just switch your gas off, switch it back on again, and it will prime itself up and everything. Okay? That's the basics. You happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Perfect. Right, let me just put electric back on. Right, the little cog now brings up all the rest of the settings for it. So, we've got the little moon. Is a night mode, so this is where you can set a timer if you like it colder when you're in bed. You can set an automatic timer, so say, as it says on there, 10 o'clock at night, your heating will reduce down to 18 degrees. And then at 6 o'clock in the morning, that will switch off and it will come back to whatever you had it set on before. Then we've also got the sun, which is day mode, which is a reverse of it. So again, if you like it nice and warm, when you wake up in the morning, you can set a timer. As I said, 9 o'clock there, so at 9 o'clock, you can turn your heating up to whatever, so at least when you wake up, it's nice and warm in here for you. Then we've got prioritise, is just what power source it looks for when you initially switch it on. Then backlight is just the time that the screen stays lit and how it stays lit. Anything that's greyed out is a feature that's not available, so don't worry about them ones. Clock is just setting the time and date. Then the little Pac-Man, excuse me, what that is an antibacterial feature inside your hot water tank.
Oh, wow.
So about 2-3 o'clock in the morning, what it does is it superheats up that tank, kills all the bacteria that's held inside your hot water tank.
Right.
I know it's awkward holding the camera up here, isn't it?
Trying to watch
Yeah.
what you're doing is so, yeah.
So, offset, so this is where, obviously you've got 2 different thermostats in here, and what it is the thermostats are in different locations. The Aldi one is underneath the side here, where the one for this is actually built into the panel.
Right.
So what it is you can marry the 2 thermostats up, so they read the true reading. So what it is one may be off by a couple of degrees, and it's only because of the location where they are in the van. So you can offset your Aldi one, so you know that it's a true reading for your temperature for it, man. Then, we've got high altitude, so if you're ever planning on going mountaineering, so if you're over 1,000 metres, you can switch this on. All it does is it pulls in extra air to make up for the lack of oxygen that's upstairs for your burners and everything. Key beep, if you want it to beep or not.
Yeah.
Delayed start timer, so if you leave it on a permanent site, you can set a timer. So once a week, all your heating system and everything kicks in.
Go through, yeah, to save it.
Then we've got,
Slow it down, yeah.
if you want to run from thermostatically controlled to constantly on, I don't know why you'd want to run your heating on constantly, because you can feel how hot it is in here already.
That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, if you put it on constantly, you'd know what a boil in the bag rice
Yeah,
feels like.
yeah.
I'd have thought you'd wake up in the morning stuck to your sheets, I know that much. Then we've got good old reset. So again, same as anything electrical, if it's not doing what it's told, just hit the reset. All it does is close everything down and reboots it back into factory settings. Then got external. So this is where if you want to use your app for your phone, you can switch that on, but I'll show you more about that language if you want to speak French or German. Service, if you've got any alarm faults or anything, it'll come up in the service, so you know the section. And installs accessory is a bit like your iPhone and your pads and things. You can get additional features added onto your Aldi system if you go on the Aldi website. And I won't bore you with all that. We'll be here all week if I do. And that's it. We're back to the start.
Okay.
Happy with everything on there?
Well,
I know it's a lot to take in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know it is. But my main thing is, as long as you've got the basics, you know how to switch your heating on and you know how to get some hot water.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Great.
And as I say, I'll talk about the app and everything afterwards.
Yeah.
Right, I'll go round some of the more slightly easier things inside your van now. We've obviously got your carbon monoxide and your smoke detector inside here. Your lovely radio is just... Do you know what I do that many vans? I always forget where they are. Your lovely radio is inside there.
Lovely.
It is working. All it is I've just unclipped it, because otherwise every time you switch it on and off, your radio comes on and on. So I'll just power it up just so you can hear it.
Yeah.
So there's your lovely radio. And I apologise, it's normally Radio 1 that all our mechanics tune them into, but they're all
Excuse
youngsters,
me, I
bless
like
them.
smooth. I have smooth on my car.
Radio 2 or Smooth, yeah.
Yeah.
I have smooth
But,
radio on mine.
We also put some stuff
love
on
it.
you, because on your car will take USB now.
Yeah.
So put most of the stuff is on, I put all the CDs on USB,
Yeah,
so you can get
yeah.
that as well.
Yeah,
Much
it's a lot
easier
easier,
now. A
isn't
lot
it?
better now.
So inside the front here,
Right, okay.
got your manual with everything and anything. That's the TV bit I was on about. So
Yeah.
you can change them over. No, sorry, I'm lying. That's it there.
Right.
That
Yeah.
changes it over
Yeah.
from a satellite you see to a TV.
TV, yeah.
And as I say, all the rest of your manuals and all your gubbins and everything are
Yeah,
inside there for you. There's even some lovely freebie little toilet things for you, toilet chemicals. Got your full manual here, so there is everything inside there and everything that you need to.
Brilliant.
Obviously your plug socket's just at the front there. Your first TV pointer's just on the back wall here.
Yeah.
So as I say, the TV aerial one relates to your onboard TV aerial.
Yeah.
But the satellite one on the top relates to your
that
one in the
one,
cupboard
yeah,
there.
got it.
So
Right.
you know that if you want to use this,
Yeah.
it's relating to the one outside.
Right.
Okay.
The other thing that's a normal 12 volt,
Yeah.
like you have in the car now.
Yeah,
So-
cigarette lighter one.
Yeah, so basically I've got an adapter for USB, so you could plug that in to charge your phone and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah, anything along them lines. All it is obviously if you weren't plugged into the mains,
Yes.
you have still got plug-in electric as such, but it's only the 12 volt system.
Yeah.
So for them people that go wild camping as such, that are in the middle of nowhere with no electric or anything, at least they can still have some electrical power.
Yeah,
So that's why
yeah,
you've got the two
yeah.
systems. So move into your kitchen next. Got your lovely fridge. So on off for your fridge is just the button on the end.
Okay.
You've then got your 3 power sources that it'll run off. So
Battery.
electric, gas,
Battery.
vehicle battery.
Okay.
So this is just for when you're towing. As you can hear it beeping at us
Because
now.
we're not connected.
Yeah, because there's nothing there. So if you did, once you've got your car swapped over,
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah, we haven't
Run
got
it
the plug
off.
for that yet, but we'll sort that out. It's only really to keep the temperature down if you're going to tow from one place to another.
Yeah. And the main thing is, on gas and electric, your fridge is working at its full potential. On the vehicle battery, it only holds the temperature.
Yes.
So what you want to do is always get it nice and cold on gas or electric first, and then plug it into the car,
Yeah.
and then set off. You know then that your fridge has got a good head start.
It's going to
'cause
stay at the same
yeah,
time.
yeah, it's nice and cold when you're going down the road. For the gas, when the gas hasn't lit, it will do exactly the same as it does to say there's no power for the battery. So all it is for your gas is just simply press the button, and it will ignite your gas and everything and light it up.
A lot easier.
As I said at the minute, because you haven't got that changed over, you can leave your gas on and have your fridge running on gas
Yeah.
when you're travelling down the road,
Sorry.
Right.
if you
You feel
need
for
to.
me a minute. Just wondering about that. Looks like it's dropped a bit, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't know. Is it all right? Oh,
It
yeah,
may
says
be.
all right.
As daft as it is with things like that, my bay's not particularly level in here.
Right.
With things like this, have a look when you've got it at home and you're nice and level, and have a look at the gaps and things. Because I know I've had engineers come in and straighten drawers up and things, and then when the customers get home, they say, well, my drawer's not level again. Well, it probably is, I haven't got it dead level in here. So you will find it does skew if the odd thing,
Yeah,
but
it's a bit.
something to look at. I know it's
It's
just the edge of the vinyl there, isn't it?
Yeah.
All things like this can be included on the snagging list, which
Okay.
I'll explain to you afterwards.
All
So
right, okay.
anything like this you see, we can jot it down,
Yeah.
bring the
Okay,
van back
thank
in,
you.
and we'll get
'cause it's
things
done
like
it
that.
there
that
as
looks-
well, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you can just see it on the
It's
end.
catching there. Only that if it comes apart, then yeah. If I haven't mentioned it, and it takes the
Yeah.
thingy off the top. Yeah.
So for the rest of your fixtures on your fridge, you then got your temperature on this side. Obviously, all 5 bars lit's the coldest, down to 1 bar is the lowest. And then there's your lovely fridge and freezer with the lovely blue
Oh
lights in
yes,
there.
lovely.
So you've got plenty of room inside there.
Very nice.
Yeah. There's plenty of room there. Yeah.
So as I say, your cutlery drawer
Yeah.
at the top up there. Then we've got your utensils drawer there,
Right.
and then obviously your lovely sort of kitchen cupboard with your pull-out
Brilliant.
racks.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I've got your draining board, your chopping board inside there.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I've got some individual gas shut-off appliance gas valves in there. They are labelled up on the door here, which is which. Main advice though, if you do ever smell gas, just switch your bottles off.
Yeah.
Really, the gas valves are here if an engineer ever wants to fiddle with your boiler or your fridge or your cooker or anything, so they can isolate the individual appliance. Okay. As I say, various light switches here, there and everywhere. I could go around and tell you which one everyone is, but you'll probably forget.
Right,
all
thanks,
it
yeah.
is,
Oh, what was that? Yeah.
just literally go round and have a fiddle
Have a
with
play,
them.
Yeah.
The main one to show you is this one here. You see it switches off your dimmer lights across the top of your cupboard.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking, oh, why aren't they switching on? Just check that you haven't knocked them off on the wall here. So as daft as it is, there's 2 switches. So, and then obviously down, backsplash.
Yeah.
And then obviously the ones above your windows as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's nice with that backsplash, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lovely
lovely
little
backsplash,
feature, isn't it? So, kitchen cupboard, plates, cups and everything up there.
Yeah.
Then, next door, got your lovely solar panel in here. So,
Right, yeah.
the solar panel is like the best dog you've ever owned. It walks itself, it feeds itself, it cleans up after itself, takes itself to the vet. It doesn't cost you a penny. All it simply does is when it's got something to do, it switches itself on. When it's got nothing to do, it just switches off.
Yeah.
So, with the lights, when it's got a light flashing like that, it's putting a small amount of power in. When the 2 lights are solid, it means it's putting all its power back into the battery. And when there's no lights on it whatsoever, it says it's got nothing to do and it switches itself off.
Right.
So it's as easy as that. But it literally just sits there, does its job. So you don't have to worry about switching it on or off or anything. So, cooker, as easy as 1 to 6 on this side, just relates to your electric ring on the back there. Obviously, the electric ring will only run when you're plugged into the mains, won't run off your 12-volt system. You've then got your gas burners, a 1, 2 and 3, with a lovely 12-volt igniter. So as long as there's power in your leisure battery, you will always have a spark for your cooker. And it's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Brilliant.
So there's your gas burners for your hob. Then we've got your lovely grill pan below, and then obviously your grill. As easy as that.
Okay, thank you.
Near a lighter it up. And then
Saves the matches.
yeah. And then last but not least, your lovely oven. And again, turn, hold, 12-volt igniter.
Brilliant.
As easy as
Thank
that.
you.
That's great.
I wish my oven was that clean at home as well. And then obviously underneath here, that your pots and pans store, there is a plug socket in the bottom here which relates to your electric ring. So if you're ever trying to switch your ring on and it's not coming out, I'll put money on the fact you've caught the plug inside there with a pot handle or something silly, you know, just slightly pulled the plug out. So if you're ever, this isn't coming on, that's your first port of call, it's just to check your thing down there. Okay, happy with everything so far?
Apart from that, yeah.
Yeah, I'll explain about the snagging date afterwards. So believe me, it's nothing to worry about whatsoever. I'll explain more about that. So in your lovely cupboard here, in the back here. Go on, I'll let you come round. I can stand miles away. I don't need to look at it.
Wow.
So in the very back there, the Aldi cylinder that you can see up against the wall, that's for your central heating system. So that's your antifreeze tank as such.
Right, okay.
There is a minimum and a maximum mark on there.
And that'll show you.
Yeah, always check it when your heating system's cold. As long as it's above the minimum, you're perfectly fine.
Right,
that's sealed, is that? So you just don't touch that?
You don't touch it as such. You can take the cap off, and it's just got a little screw cap on the top, so you can top it up if you need to.
But that one, even if it went to storage, because you've got your antifreeze, you don't have to worry about that.
No, it doesn't need draining off or nothing, it just literally sits there. All I say is just keep an eye on the minimum and the maximum.
Yes, yeah.
Obviously, it is below. You can top it up with just a spot of water to get at you if you're in the middle of nowhere. But obviously, if you can get to something like us here, just pop in, grab some of the antifreeze and just top it up.
Nice.
Okay. Then obviously we've got your stowaway table inside there, as well as your directional TV aerial and your signal booster.
Brilliant.
Right.
Have you used one of these directional TV aerials before?
No, I haven't actually. No. It's one
Very simple. All it is you undo that nut and just literally shove the silver thing up in the air.
Yeah.
And all that's doing is pushing your TV aerial up in the air, and then you can spin it a full 360 degrees.
Right.
So you can turn it whichever way you want.
Just to get the best signal.
Yeah. The little white handle on the bottom, if you spin that round, what that does is take the dish from sitting flat, tilts it on its side.
Oh, right.
So again, it gives you more degrees of picking up a signal. The best thing is when you get on a site, is have a look which way everyone else has got theirs pointing, and just copy which way they got theirs pointing. Because they've already spent hours. It's a good thing. The main thing to remember when you're dropping it back down, you see the little green box with the H in it. That means it's sitting flat on the roof at the minute. So when you're winding it back, you need to wind it all the way back to the H, and then you know you're safe to pull it back down.
I've heard some people leave them up. That's one of the problems with it,
Yeah, and then you go down a country lane, and then you get there, and you wonder where there's a hole in the roof of the van because they've ripped the TV aerial off.
How high does that go? It doesn't go that high, but again...
It doesn't, well, it's just the height. If you look how long it is in there, so what, it's about 1.5 feet?
Yeah.
So it's not overly, but it's enough. If there's some low-hanging trees. Yeah.
Or if you're going through,
You have to pick
watching
your
bridges,
signal.
sometimes with a slice over.
Yeah, it just catches you off.
Yeah.
The other thing I love in these Celeste is his and hers wardrobes.
Yeah, that's
I
why
know
we've
which
gone for this.
His, and I know
Well,
which hers is.
It's nice and fixed bed, there's no messing around. This is the thing. When we had
Yes,
the
mine's
last
bigger
one.
one, yes.
Yes.
Joe, I haven't done it to a couple yet that said, no, that's mine, that one is. It's always, no, that one's mine, that one's mine. So, under your bed, obviously your bed nicely lifts up on
Yeah,
struts, so it's really
brilliant.
nice and easy. So, inside here, we've got your spare wheel.
Yeah.
In the very far back corner there, we've got your Alco wheel lock.
Yeah.
So that's in there. Also, your Alco jack as well.
Lovely.
It's inside
Yeah.
there for you. Then we've got your external water, so you have
Yeah.
got you can have mains running water rather than using an Akerol.
Depending on the size, yeah.
Yeah, depending on the site. And then inside your pack here, we've got your leg winder, your wheel brace,
Yeah.
and leg winder, wheel brace, and your power cable.
Yeah.
And then
Thank
obviously
you.
your step as well. So all your kits and everything's underneath the bed.
Very
for you.
much.
Great.
Cupboard. Have you seen how you open your little glass cabinet there? Squeeze the handle.
Let's have a look.
That's it.
Yeah.
There you go. So there's your little hidey corner there. Obviously, just watch what you're putting in that when you're travelling. But obviously, again, when you're on site, you can fill it up with whatever you want inside.
Yeah.
Obviously, various storage in here, as well as an additional secondary TV
Oh,
point.
what have you done?
It's all right. No, just sit.
No, I just haven't pushed the bed all the way down.
Hasn't gone down. Hasn't clipped down.
Oh,
It's not worrying. It's not worrying.
It's not breakable. Believe me, I've been here 6 months and I've never broke anything yet.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of room
Yeah,
there
yeah.
for stuff.
Yeah.
And as I say, you've got your secondary TV point there as well, so you can have
Yeah.
a TV in your bedroom
Yeah,
as well.
brilliant, yeah.
So we'll move on down. Your door here, just watch it because your bolt is at the top here to
Right.
lock it for travelling.
Yeah.
So it does lock open for travelling, so you just
Right,
need to
okay.
make sure you've locked it. When
So
you're
you lock
travelling.
it for travelling.
Yeah, lock it. Yeah, lock it. 'Cause
Yeah,
then,
no, sorry, man. So you have it
Close it.
open when you're travelling.
yeah, sorry,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Lock it in place with it open for when
Yeah.
you're travelling, and
Okay,
then you know
thank you.
it's nice and safe. Then
Yeah.
for you. It's not rattling around. So into the bathroom. Obviously, you've got electric flush on top of your toilet, and then it's just your standard toilet functions with your lovely gate underneath to open it up so you drop into the cassette.
Yeah.
Okay, happy with that function?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Oh, close it over.
So you flush it then, flick that over and back again.
So what you do is
Yeah.
always,
Sorry, hang on.
No.
Right.
Go on, you.
always open that gate
Yeah.
before you start, then use the toilet, then close it down, flush it,
And
and
put
then
it back.
close it back with the lid. The
So
reason
before
for,
you go to the loo, you open that first.
yeah, open it up first.
No,
the only
no,
reason for
flush
that
it and then
is if
lock
you
it.
see where your head is when you're opening and closing that. Believe me, the last thing I'd want is to be greeted by something I've just got rid of. Put it that way. That's a nice way of putting it. It's a nice way. So that's how I tend to use the toilet. It is, it's a lot
Tap,
easier.
tap. The heating coming
Open
back
it
on the
before
end
you
there.
start.
No, that
Open
noise
it
is. There's the compressor
happens
for
if
the
you
work.
don't close
Oh,
it?
right.
What happens if you don't close it
So
after you flick the gate?
If you don't close this gate, all that is that's looking into the cassette below.
Ah, right.
So all it
It's not
does
going to
is
do
there's
any
a
damage if you forget.
no damage or nothing. All it is you will
Yeah,
have that
yeah.
that
It's all
lovely
coming out.
caravan toilet
Yeah,
odour
yeah.
inside your van. So as I say, if you just close it off and then
Locks
you're
it
done,
off,
you're
yeah,
closed off.
okay, thank you.
It eliminates. It's not a bad smell. It is just the blue liquid smell.
Yes.
It has got
Yeah.
a unique
Yeah.
odour.
Yes,
It's
we
not
know.
offensive.
We know.
but-
We've
No, we had the old
used
porta
horrible
potties.
one.
Yeah, so yeah, you
so
use
That
it.
porta
Yeah.
potty's still outside my
Is it?
door. Yeah,
Oh, is it?
you must have been in.
I'll take it. The tap man doesn't want to take it away then. I'm amazed at that. So bathroom lights are just hidden underneath the side here.
Right.
So obviously got one for your mirror and then one for the shower
Yeah.
behind me as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Into your shower, I'll clamber in. Two things to show you in here. First one is your catch for your door up here.
To lock it.
Ah,
So
right.
locked.
So when you're travelling, you
Yeah,
lock that.
and obviously pull out,
Yeah.
and then obviously you're in use.
Just remember to lock it when you go in.
Yeah. Just make sure that you push
Yeah,
it back in
yeah.
and lock it before you
I
start
think
travelling.
if you do that as a habit every time you use it,
Then
that way you know that.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
All it
yeah,
is
yeah,
just
yeah.
this is just part of your checks before you set off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is just have a quick
Yeah.
good look round. Now the other good feature, the last thing I want to show you in here is on your shower head you have got this lovely shut-off valve at the top here. So all it is they are stiff because it's brand new, it will loosen up. What you simply do is just push it across to shut it off. So when you're in the shower and you're nice and wet, you can push that across, shut the flow of the water off at the tap. So rather than fiddling with the tap here,
oh, you can switch it off from there.
Switch it off there, have your wash, open it back up, finish your shower, job done. All it is water saving. So rather than turning the shower head away and wasting that hot water when you're not under it, you can literally simply shut it off here without touching the tap.
Yeah.
And then when you open it back up again, it's still at the same temperature. So it's not like switching this off, switching it back on again, because you know for a fact it's going to be stone cold initially.
Yeah.
So it's just, the only thing for winter is just make sure you've tipped it up and open and close that a couple of times, just to make sure the last of the residual water is out of the pipe.
No trapped water.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
And that's about it, really, apart from for the app. Excuse me. The app, and then obviously the hooking up the lights and everything as well.
I got the plugs there as well.
Yeah, your plugs and everything.
Even the glass as well. That's great.
Yeah, it's nice. I love the lights on the mirrors as well.
Yeah, too. They are nice.
It's a
actually,
nice. They are lovely vans. They are lovely.
Oh, you're right.
Really neat. Yeah, it's all right.
Right. I think that's it now, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the only thing I've got left is your app. It's up to you if you want to film this bit or not. It's totally up to you.
No, I think we'll. I think we're all right now. You all right?
Okay with that,
I'll go and knock this off.